Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of Inner Health Project. I'm your co-host, Chris Angel, here with your host, Hannah Getty. Hello, Hannah Getty.
Hello, Chris.
I'm digging that purple hair. That is awesome.
Thank you. It's pretty fun. It's really fun.
Is it, can I ask if it's is it an extension or is it like, is it dyed?
No, it's an extension, so
okay.
They come out. But
you could tell me, you'd be like, I can't answer that. I'd have to kill you if I told you that. Nice. Well, it's really fun. Well, speaking of that, I mean, I feel like that's a self-expression and you're like, there's some funness in there. And I think to be fun, sometimes you have to embrace your inner leader. And so today we're talking about how to be a leader, right? Or why you should be a leader.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice transition.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I mean, you got to own your power if you're going to wear purple in your hair. So way to step into this.
It's my power. It's my power color.
Is it purple?
Yes. I love the color purple, and
That's awesome.
I think having purple in my hair is more about, owning, being confident and feeling like, I am a leader and I'm a business owner and I don't have it all figured out, but I'm going somewhere and I've got a vision and, I just want to share my voice now with people.
I love that. Okay. So let's set some context here. Why are we talking about how to be a leader? Like, why is it important for people to see that they are a leader? Like, why talk about that? Who cares?
Because you can really affect people. You can really change things. It starts with yourself. Like it's an opportunity for you to really do some personal growth. And I would say, I think for me, it all started when I decided to have my own business. I think that's the journey that sparked becoming a leader, which I didn't know at the time. Right. Because I've had to do a lot of self-growth and self-reflection and really lean into what's been uncomfortable for me in my life. And I had to do it because if I didn't, there wouldn't be a business.
How did it start for you? Like before you're like, I'm going to start a business, and it wasn't like, I'm going to start a business so I can be a leader. It was just, I'm going to start a business. What was the motivating factors at the time for starting the business?
I didn't like my options for jobs.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Yes. Okay.
So I guess that is a leader move, isn't it? Like at the time I didn't think so, but I was like, I'm just going to make my own job. Because I wanted to do massage the way that I wanted to do it. And every place that I looked at wanted me to be a certain way that wasn't me. Yeah. So for me to express my soul's purpose in this world, I had to be my own business woman. I had to do it my way.
I love it. I think that's where it starts. I think we're all wired, don't you, as humans, to like want to grow and expand, and we have opinions about things, and so it comes down to either we're gonna shrink and fit inside of somebody else's box that tells you how to do things a certain way, or you're going to rise into the next version of you that sees the world a certain way, and you say, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it my way. Exactly.
And it's not the easy road.
No.
But it's more fulfilling, and
it's your road.
It's my path, and I feel fortunate that I found it. Yeah. So for me, why be a leader is, about connecting with people and being able to share my passion with people. Yeah. It's just embodying what my soul's supposed to do.
Yeah, I love that. I do think last episode we talked about our bodies as a feedback mechanism, and I do think that our minds also will find that we start to have these promptings where we're like, I want to go do my own thing, or I'm tired of working for this person, or like there's the inner leader is like trying to come out in bigger and bigger ways all the time,
Yeah, and sometimes we ignore that, and then it turns into discomfort in our lives. Whether it's physical, emotional, or energetically.
Interesting. Right.
If you're not following the path that you're supposed to be on, it's going to create conflict in your life.
Yeah. So, right. Yeah. Okay. So so step one is what? let's put some steps to it. Like, how do we become a leader?
You got to accept it and own it. And, that for me was challenging because I always had these limiting beliefs. Like, nobody wants to hear what you have to say. You're not a leader. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's for other people to do. You're not that person. And so, working through that and then I actually put myself into leadership roles. So, the opportunity came up. I was in Master Networks, a networking group, and I go there once a week. And an opportunity came up where they asked me to be on the leadership team, being the secretary for the chapter.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, I'll do it. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but all right, you guys have faith in me. And it was somebody asking me to be a leader.
Yeah.
Kind of pushed me a little bit and gave me some confidence. Like, hey, somebody else sees something in me. Yeah. I'm gonna rise to the occasion. So just starting to put myself out there.
Yeah.
And being in a leadership role, it was scary at first, but I've watched myself progress, and just from where I used to be 2.5 years ago to where I am now is just amazing to me. And having this show is just another manifestation of being a leader.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Totally. How would you say from the time we started the show, gosh, we're coming up on, not a year ago, but I mean, it was like last spring or early summer.
July. I think July. Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
How would you note, like, what do you notice about your energy, your ideas, your voice from then till now?
Right. At first I was like so nervous about, what am I going to talk about? You know, and like, just kind of scared to be really open with people. I mean, and now I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to share what's in my heart, and the topics just seem to come more easily. Sometimes I just want to keep talking. Like, I wish our conversation didn't end.
I know, right? Yeah.
So
it's like a muscle, like, you know, like, the more you do it, the stronger it gets. And I do think that there is this part of like leadership where when you start exercising your voice, when you start saying what you see in the world, you start to know yourself as a leader. You're like, oh, I just said that. That felt good when I said that. And you're like, I'm going to say it again. Let's say it some more. Right?
Yes. And thank you for saying that. Like, it's a muscle that you have to exercise. Practice. Yes. Doing these shows is practice for me. Going to my weekly meetings is practice for me. So every time you do something that's going to help you grow and help you become a better leader, you're adding more value to your leadership, and it's amazing.
Yeah. I can tell. I'll just say, I mean, your countenance, right? The energy that is coming through the camera now compared to July is just noticeable, right? Like, and you have the courage but here's the difference. You're the same person in the sense that you had the courage, you were the leader then, and you were starting the journey, but, and now you've just exercised that muscle, right? And you can tell like you're owning your message and owning your value, your worth. So let me ask this, on this side of, you know, like leveling up, you still like, is it just all, you know, like pie in the sky, all just easy, or do you still have like limiting beliefs that sneak in?
Oh yeah. There's the self-doubt that creeps in sometimes. And I guess I'll share it. For me, it's financial, like being like how, like in my mind, I'm like, okay, how can you be a leader if you're not financially successful? If your business isn't huge and growing, who's going to listen to you, this you know, little massage therapist? And it's like you have to change your mindset, because to be a leader, you don't have to be a huge guru.
Right. Right. You don't have to be Tony Robbins.
No.
Right.
You don't.
Yeah. I think sometimes that's what we think, though. We see other people as leaders and we go, oh, that's what a leader is, and I'm not that, so I must not be a leader.
I think leaders come in all different shapes and forms, and you know, I can't lead somebody in a different realm, but I can lead people in inner health. That's where I'm going to excel at. So I think if you find where you can lead people, find your niche of your leadership role. Yeah. Because everybody has a different gift and something different that they can offer. And so you can lead some people in this aspect, and then somebody else can lead you in another. And I think that's how we can grow and connect with people and become, you know, a better society, a better people.
Absolutely. Wow, okay. So, cool. so I know, right? I know. Seriously. I love that. Like, what if we were surrounded, what if humanity all started to acknowledge their leadershipness, right? Like their inner leader.
I think it'd be amazing. I think so much work would get done, and like the ego, I think the ego would fall away. It would be amazing.
Schools would be different, families would be different, right? Governments would be different, communities would be different, because we all embraced our inner leader.
Yeah. And also your ability to learn, you know, and another reason would be to set up a space where people can thrive. So as a leader, you're helping people thrive. And like one of our past episodes, are you thriving versus surviving? We talked about that. And you're creating an environment where people can present their best self. And that's an amazing thing that you can do, and you can start tomorrow. You can start now. Yeah.
Right. Yes. It just takes a little bit of courage to step into the next thing that you see to do. I mean, you're right. It takes something to start your own business. It takes something to say what you want to say when you normally wouldn't say it. It takes something, right? Like, yeah. And I think that's part of leadership. I think like leadership isn't like how big of a business you have or how many followers you or employees you have. I think being a leader is just stepping into the unknown when others won't.
Yeah. And answering the call that you feel.
That's good. Yes.
And tuning into what your soul is trying to tell you that you have to offer this world.
Yeah. Totally that. Okay. So we've got, so step one is own it. You got to accept that you're a leader and own it. Step two is
surround yourself with other leaders, find support. My Master Networks group, man, I had a lot of support to, I had to get up and speak, and I felt very comfortable. They were very supportive of me there. And it was a place for me to practice and to get better, or finding other people that I can connect with, or maybe it's a podcast, or maybe it's, you know, listening to a TED Talk, just people that inspire you. You might not know them personally, but surrounding yourself with that energy and with other people who are leaders. You know, you learn by example, and you can see how other people's approach things, you know, so yeah.
Okay. So step two, we got to find our support. Step three,
take action. I mean, we kind of talked about this, but take action, you know, figure out what do I need to work on? What do I need to practice? What are some things that are discomfort or just uncomfortable for me?
Right.
And explore that. And then from that, decide what you need to do to practice that muscle. So for me, public speaking was so terrifying. But instead of running from it, I went towards it, and I practiced it every week, and I found support for it. And then I created this show with you, and it just baby steps, right? You're not gonna be, you know, great at it right away. And I think if you accept that, all right, I didn't do that, you know, the first time I gave a speech, it wasn't the greatest, but I said, all right, it's better than the last time, and I wasn't as nervous, and I can only go up from here, right? So yeah, just give yourself a break. You're trying, you're doing, you're being who you are, and you're expressing that to other people, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. And it is a muscle. It will get better. It will get stronger. You'll notice it over time. You're like, wow, like I would have been like terrified to do this a year ago or 2 years ago. And look at you now, right? Like it's just a muscle you flex. What's step 4? Let's bring it home with the last step. Step 4.
Change the world.
Change the world. I mean, just like that. Check the box. Change the world.
Yeah. Change the world. Done.
Done. That's perfect.
And let's like, I'll explain. So when you think of the world, you think of like the huge, the world's so big.
Yep.
But your world, the world that you live in every day, your family, your friends, your community, your place of employment, these are the interactions that you have every day. This is your world. You can change it. You don't have to change a country or change, the entire world in the sense of the huge earth. But you can change the world that you live in, and you can change the world for a friend or, a parent or a sibling. You can change their world by being a leader. So
I love it. Check.
Yeah.
So good. Change the world. Well, Hannah, I love this conversation because I think you're right. Like as people start to own their own leadership or own themselves as a leader, their world starts to change. And I think that's what we all want. I think we're all looking for what's next and how do we expand. And in order to have that, I think we need to step into the role of a leader. I know that you, speaking of leadership, have created a program called Elevate Your Health, right?
Yes. So this is go ahead.
Yeah, no, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's a monthly program that I created for my massage practice for my clients. So you come in for a 75-minute session, and that includes an hour massage, and it's customized. However, we go over what needs to be accomplished for you that day. And then we also have extra time, 15 minutes, where we can go over what I found during the session, what muscles are tight, what muscles need to be worked on at home.
How is that 15 minutes different than like what normally happens? Because in normal massage situations, there's still a conversation that happens, but how is this different than those typical conversations?
Well, this isn't, okay, how do you feel? Great. All right. I mean, this is, here are the muscles that you need to work on. And I specifically show you, here's what the tension is. Here's some exercises you could do. Here's some stretches. It's very specific to you and to what you want to accomplish. It's very tailored. And, or, I mean, it doesn't even have to be about the muscles. It could be about some breath work that you might need to do, or we could talk about some ways that you can change your lifestyle at home. Maybe you need to change the way you're working at your desk. Maybe you need to change the way that you are breathing throughout the day. Just things that come up during the session that are good little nuggets for you to take home and really get the most value out of your massage and keep that massage working for you throughout the month.
I love it. It's like, I mean, that, we talk about leadership, like a lot of times when you go to just normal massage practices, people are staying inside, the massage therapist is staying inside their little box, and they're going to say what's achy, and they're going to work on you, and then they're going to be done. Here's a glass of water. Have a great day. And like, there's no leading the client. There's no leading those that came for the work into more discovery about their body and what else they could be doing to have inner health. That's what I love about Elevate Your Health as a membership, is it's actually leading people into the next level of their inner health through these kinds of conversations, right? It's not just here's a glass of water, have a great day.
Right. It's a little bit of coaching for you. So you get that with your massage, and it's all a holistic approach to balancing out your body, your emotions, your energy, and you can be the leader that you're born to be.
I love it. What did you call that? What kind of coach? You said that's
body mechanic, a little bit of body mechanics coaching.
Yeah, body mechanics coaching. I didn't get that from my last massage, wherever I went in Spokane. It was no body mechanics coaching. That's awesome.
Well,
that's
next time you're in Wisconsin.
Yes, that's next level. I like it. Thank you for being the leader. Well, Hannah, great stuff today. Congratulations on all your success. I can definitely tell your success is correlated to your stepping into your leadership. And it's evident in the energy that you're exuding through your show. So congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. And I want to say it's because I have supportive people in my life, and because, you know, I found you and the show, and it's really helped me a lot. So I want to thank you as well.
Oh, you're so welcome. It's such an honor. Thanks for your time today. We'll catch you next time when who knows what exciting things we will conjure up to talk about your inner health elevating to the next level. But until then, Hannah, take care. If people want to reach out to you and schedule a massage or connect with you, where can they go?
Yes, you can go to innerhealthproject.com, or you can search me on YouTube or Facebook for Inner Health Project, and you can connect with me that way.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, Hannah. Take care. See you next time.
Bye, Chris.